Hi everyone, it's Marguerite. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I appreciate you watching. Ooh, my hair's falling out. Hey, I'm letting it air dry. But pause right there and let me know, do you see a difference in my face? Does one side look better than the other? Does one side look worse than the other? Or can you even tell a difference? So tell me which side of my face you think is high end and which side you think is drugstore. If you can't tell, then maybe that means I did a good job. But I can definitely tell in my eyes because the eyes didn't turn out identical. So for those of you still trying to guess and wonder, this whole side of my face is high end, my right side left to you, and then this whole side of the face is drugstore. So I found exact duplicates of all products and I can't wait to share it with you. I also used drugstore brushes on this side of the face and all high-end brushes on this side of the face. So I'm hoping to help you out with some dupes that I think are great dupes. So let's get started and I can't wait to show you the products. Also stop right there and please subscribe to my channel and like this video if you like this type of video. Just like the video. Let a girl know if you like this video. I am zoomed way in. I'm hoping you can really see this makeup that I apply, so you can really see the difference, if there are any differences, and so that you can see that they really are dupes. This half gonna be high end, and then this half is going to be drugstore, okay? And I also have all drugstore brushes versus high-end brushes that I'm gonna be using. So for this side of the face, I'm gonna be using all high-end, and this side, all drugstore. So I'm starting with, on this half, the NYX CC cream. This says it's the color peach, but it looks yellow to me. And so I'm going to be comparing this to the Koh Gen Do makeup color base, okay? This is one of my favorite color correctors to do. I have a lot of redness and I find that yellow helps color correct it and just brighten my skin tone. So you can apply it with your fingers, but I'll do brushes just to show you brush options. So for this side of the face, I'm using this angled sculpting brush by Real Techniques. This smells heavily perfumed, which I don't like. I'm not a fan of when products have fragrances in them because they just aren't good for your skin. So I'm comparing the Real Techniques angled brush to the Sigma angled Kabuki F84 Kabuki brush. Apply this on the right side of the face. They actually look pretty similar in color. Just the Koh Gen Do one doesn't have perfumes or fragrances or parabens, which a lot of the cheaper drugstore products do have. If you're wondering why parabens are bad, they've been linked to cancer, so just kind of bad. Okay, now I'm going to go in with another primer that I think is a great dupe. The NYX Honey Dew Me Up, comparing that to the Guerlain Loreal. That's all there is on the bottle. That's all you need to know. Oh, it says Radiance Concentrate with Pure Gold. Now, I will tell you, I feel embarrassed that I bought this. I do, because gold is a marketing scam. What the hell does gold do on your face? Nothing. I guess the gold flakes give you radiance boost, but I don't really like gold flakes on my face. Also, this is an odd brush, this NYX one. Like, you can see that honey, but it looks like a nail brush. I'm just gonna try to drench my brush with that. I'm scared to put this on. Oh, it glides smoothly. It glides like jelly. Let's compare it to the Guerlain, but I just think gold flakes are kind of silly and this product is just way too expensive. And it is heavily fragranced, which I hate. This is definitely going on my never buying again product list. And fragrances just irritate my skin. They make them red and they just irritate them. They act up my allergies too. I just don't like when things are heavily fragranced. I will say the Guerlain is more subtle, which the NYX, I can literally see some gold flakes on my skin, which I think just look really cheap and tacky, but it's gonna be under makeup, so it probably will shine through. Also, for as much as you pay for the Guerlain, it's just not worth it. I will talk about that more in the products that I will never buy again. Next, the two that I'm going to be comparing today are the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup, and I'm comparing that to the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. So these both are luminous foundations. We'll see how they compare. And I'm going to be applying them both with these. So for my left side, which is right side for you, I'm using the Real Techniques complexion sponge, and I'm comparing that to the Beauty Blender. This is my pretty pink one. Let's start with this side of the face. This is the color W4 Natural Beige. Couple pumps. And first I just kind of swipe it on. And then I dot it. And I avoid my eye area because it's just not necessary to apply foundation under concealer. Your concealer will do the job and you don't want any more added layers because that can just make it look even more cakey. Now let's do the Beauty Blender. This is the color 6, which is great when I have fake tans. It's a little too dark for me right now, but I have a sweatshirt on, so no one can tell. The Beauty Blender is smaller. I think it will be better to get under the eye area, but I feel like my Real Techniques one is softer. The Beauty Blender is a little more compact and firm than the Real Techniques one. Now for concealer, one of my favorite things to do is apply a peach color brightener before I go in with concealer. It just helps cancel out dark circles and just helps brighten your under eye area. So this is the Maybelline Radiant Touch highlighter in the color Radiant. And I'm comparing that to the YSL Touche Eclat Radiant Touch. This is 2 to 3 times the price. This is also peach toned. Takes a little more clicking. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. The YSL one feels a little more creamy and the Maybelline one doesn't feel as creamy. They look like they're the same colors, right? This one might be like a tiny bit pinker, just a tiny bit, but let's blend it out and see how it goes. I will say the Beauty Blender is easier to blend out under my eye area. It's just good to apply this under your concealer. It will help brighten your under eye area and help cancel out dark circles. Now for concealer, I'm going to be applying Maybelline. This is one of my favorite concealers, the Maybelline Master Conceal in the color Light, and I'm comparing that to the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Undereye. They have a little different consistencies, like the IT Cosmetics is more tacky and thick, and this is way more easy to blend, but I would compare these. I think this is a great dupe. Okay, so Maybelline, I may have gotten a little too much. So applying that in the upside down triangle, and then a little over there. And now my IT Cosmetics, which this is just a little more thicker. Now I'm going to go in with a cream bronzer. So for my high-end one, I have the Bobbi Brown foundation stick in the color 6.5 Warm Almond. This is my all-time favorite cream contour stick because it is a foundation stick, so it is thicker and it's not going to shear away as the day goes on. As I'm rubbing it out, product will be left there. It has great pigment. I love how blendable it is. So a good dupe, a dupe, not a good dupe, but a dupe would be the Maybelline Master Contour Duo Stick Contour and Highlight. This is in the color Medium. So I will apply a little right there. This is not necessarily contour color because this is so warm and almondy. So I use this more as a bronze color to bronze up my face. The Maybelline one is a little more gray toned, which is good for contouring, whereas my Bobbi Brown one is more orange and terracotta toned, which I like using for bronzing up my skin. But I definitely think the Maybelline one is better for contouring. I just need to get a new color because it's good to have a gray toned contour color and put that in your hollows, the hollows of your cheeks. But if you're not doing that, then you can put, if you have more of an orangey terracotta color, you can put that on your cheekbones and that can be like bronzer. But anyways, the Maybelline one, I find it is just very sheer and a lot of product is not left when I'm done blending. So that's a con. Other than that, it's all right. It's pretty good, especially for drugstore. It's just not that much is left when you're done blending, especially with the Beauty Blender. You could try a brush and more might be left over. But now for liquid highlighter, I'm going to be comparing the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Liquid Glow Illuminator with the Nars Illuminator. The Nars in Orgasm, and then this is the L'Oreal is in Golden, 101 Golden. The Orgasm one's going to be a little more peachy toned, and this is going to be a little more golden, but like consistency wise, these are the same. I think the L'Oreal one has like a peach one, so I would just mix these two because these are different colors, as you can see, but they're same like consistency and same product. You can try to find the color you want. I'm just saying that the L'Oreal is a great liquid illuminator dupe for the Nars Illuminator. Does anyone else get deeply bothered when your beautiful beauty blenders get ruined, get all covered with makeup? Great dupe. I love this product, especially for drugstore. It's amazing. Now I'm going to be doing a dupe for Cream Blush. I just want to show you guys that there are lots of dupes out there, and this one is a pretty special one that I'm doing. So I'm comparing the MAC CremeBlend Blush in the color Something Special to the La Prairie in Peach Glow. Now, this definitely, I think color-wise, very similar because they're both peachy colored. But the La Prairie has like skin enhancing products in it, and MAC is just MAC. So the La Prairie, I think you get what you pay for because this is like a very expensive product and the MAC wasn't. But I'm just saying, like color-wise, the MAC one is very good. I'm just dipping this in, by the way. You will get that color payoff and just that beautiful natural glow that you get when you apply a cream blush. It just helps your skin look so youthful, especially in the summertime. It just helps you give you more of a dewy look if you're applying more cream products rather than more powder products. So the more cream products, the healthier your skin will look. Now for the La Prairie one. Woo, that's definitely more pigmented. Oh my. That is very pigmented, and I'm not happy I'm wasting that product, but this is definitely more pigmented. Wow. The MAC one I really have to work at to get, maybe if I spray it, because it feels like this is a little dried out. Good enough. That La Prairie definitely trumps the MAC, but the MAC is a good dupe for it. I will say some drugstore products are definitely better than some high-end ones. Some high-end ones definitely are not worth the money, but some of them are. But not Guerlain and not YSL. Now to set my makeup, I'm comparing the Maybelline MasterFix Loose Setting Powder and then the Nars Translucent Crystal Light Reflecting Powder. I'm going to be using the Sonia Kashuk Stippling Airbrush brush to do so on this side of the face, and my Sigma Duo Fiber brush for this side of the face. It's a little dirty. Don't look at that. I'm just going to lightly tap a little in there, tap off the excess, and then I usually swirl my brush around in the lid, let it smoke a little, and then I just pat. Pat, 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 pat. You don't want to rub. You just want to be very gentle so that your skin will still look luminous and your skin will still look like skin, not powder, especially in the summertime. You want that dewy skin. Okay, now for bronzer. My favorite part, personally. I have the e.l.f. Blush and Bronzing Powder, and I'm going to be comparing that to the Nars Laguna bronzer. This is the Nars bronzing powder in the color Laguna, and this is the e.l.f. duo in the color St. Lucia. So look how pretty this is. Just a very beautiful bronzer and then a very nice peachy blush. I'm actually not using this blush because I have a different dupe for you, but this is supposed to be comparable to the Nars Laguna and Orgasm blush. Actually, I think the e.l.f. Quad and what is it, Antigua, that is supposed to be the perfect match, which I couldn't find at Target. The Nars is a little darker because I think the Antigua one is the best match, but this is still an incredible bronzer that is comparable to the Nars. That's what I'm saying. The e.l.f. is comparable to the Nars. I'm going to be using the Real Techniques 301 brush to apply this. So definitely a lot of fallout. Definitely a lot of fallout with that. which is fine, but it still picks up a lot of pigment, it looks like. And then a comparable brush that I would compare this to is the Tarte double-ended brush, and I'm gonna dip that in the Nars. Woo, this is still wet when I washed it. Now for blush. For drugstore, I'm using the Milani Baked Blush in the color 5 Luminoso. This is one of my favorite blushes, and it's also the perfect dupe for my other favorite high-end blush, which is the Becca Flower Child. So I'm going to be using this onto my cheeks. I just love how peachy this is. And then now this one, which is a little pinker, but I still think it's an incredible dupe for the Milani one. Now I'm going to spray my face. So for this side, I'm gonna set my face. I have the NYX Matte Finish, and I'm gonna compare that to the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. Now moving on to eyes. Actually, I'm gonna do my brows real quick. So a definite dupe would be the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and I would compare that to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Liner, which I can't find. I have the Brow Definer, which is a lot thicker, but this is comparable to the Anastasia, oh, it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz that this is comparable to. So I'll still use it, but I don't have anything comparable to the Brow Definer, but the Brow Wiz, which was the first product by Anastasia Beverly Hills, which came out before this Brow Definer, is a great one. So this NYX is a great product to compare to that. The Brow Definer definitely doesn't take as long, which this NYX Wiz will take as long, but you can really get individual hairs if you need to. Let's see, the Brow Definer is in the color Soft Brown, and then my NYX is Ash Brown. They look like they're pretty good color matches. Okay, now for eyes, which I'm most excited for. But first I'm gonna prime. So this side I'm using the L'Oreal Magic Decrease Base, and then this side I'm using the Becca Eye Priming Perfector Tinted. And then I'm going to go in with an eyeshadow base. So this side I'm using the NYX Eyeshadow Base in the color 3. And I'm comparing that to the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the color Soft Ochre. Colors are slightly off, but they still do a good job. I like applying cream eyeshadow bases because it just helps enhance my eyeshadows and helps them to last longer, prevents creasing. I'm just using the same brush. Now dipping this in the MAC paint pot. Alrighty, so I'm comparing the Sonia Kashuk Eye on Neutral Matte No. 2 palette to the famous Viseart Professional Makeup 01 Neutral Matte. So these are both neutral matte palettes, and let me just show y'all how identical these are. I've never tried this Sonia Kashuk one, so I'm very excited to see how the formula compares, but this is the high-end one, which you can see the shades are larger. There's 12 shades. These shades are larger than the Sonia Kashuk one, but I think the colors are pretty identical. The only thing missing would be, see this like orange muddy brown color is missing in this, but other than that, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I will be using the NYX blending eyeshadow brush and comparing it to the IT Cosmetics airbrush eyeshadow brush. So first I'm going to go in with this white color and set my lid, set all the cream products. Same thing with this eye. I'm going to go in with this color and start carving out my crease. See what I would compare that to. This color down here, and start carving out my crease. I will say the Viseart ones are definitely more pigmented and they seem a little more creamy. I don't know, surprisingly these feel pretty creamy. Here to this. Ah, my Viseart just broke, so I don't like it anymore. I don't know, the Sonia Kashuk honestly feels creamier than the Viseart. So why the heck is the Viseart so expensive? And this packaging is so stupid. Oh my gosh. I'm not happy now. I am not happy now. I'm gonna go in with this dark brown color and just apply it in the outer part of my eye. No fancy way. And just blend it inwards. You know what? I'm gonna make a halo. We're gonna bring it into the inner part of the eye. Blend up, 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 around, up, 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 around, up, 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 around. Whatever's left, blend along the bottom, smoke that out. So I went in with this dark chocolatey brown color, which I'm going to compare it to this color. Yeah, this to this, right? Yep. So let's try it out. Oh, got sponges falling. Goodness gracious. So this IT Cosmetics brush definitely is pretty heavenly. I will say it's better than the NYX one because it's so much softer and it makes my blending experience easier. Blend, 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 blend. Now, let's take it up a notch, ladies. Let's take it up a notch. See, I would have loved to go in with this color, but that is just lacking in the Sonia Kashuk one. So let's just go in with a little black, since that's what we got left. Just a dab, ding, 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 ding. Just a tiny dab. And apply that like that. Just to really smoke that out. I'm not bringing that in. No siree. No siree, I will not bring that in because then I'll look like I have a black eye. So we'll dab this black. Ding, 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 ding. Oh my goodness. All right, so enough of these palettes. Now we're gonna get fun. I would say the packaging is much better on the Sonia Kashuk. This is 1/4 of the price of the Viseart, maybe 1/3 of the price. I don't remember my math right now, but this broke on me. So great dupe. You can get this at Target, the Sonia Kashuk. I would highly recommend that you get this over this, 100%. Now, what I'm very excited about are these two. The colors are not a 100% perfect match, but that's okay. But formula wise, yes. So this is the Revlon PhotoReady Eye Art. Lid plus line plus lash. So two-sided. This is the color Burnishing Bling 90. You can get this from Ulta, Target, Walgreens, CVS. And then this is Touch and Soul Liquid Foil and Glitter Shadow Duo. This is in the color 2, Eldora. So I'm using the glitter side, these two, which the Touch and Soul one, this is like 3 times the price, or twice the price as the Revlon, but the Revlon one looks a little more grainy. The Touch and Soul one has a lot of fallout, which makes me nervous. Here's my sister's dress. I'm gonna use this as my eyeshadow shield. So this is the high-end side. I'm putting this all over my lid. I'm just patting it to make sure nothing falls. Wipe off the excess. Sorry, sister, shouldn't have left your dress here. Now let's go in with the L'Oreal, which this doesn't have fallout, so I'm not as concerned. So, definitely a difference. This one is way more glittery. The Touch and Soul one is a lot more, just more foily, whereas the Revlon is more glittery. So the glitter is a lot more smooth and compact in the Touch and Soul one. And I recommend that one, which they are beautiful, but also these Revlon ones are pretty amazing if you want a good dupe. The Revlon one's a little more patchy, as you can tell. Now, one of my favorite things to do is apply a cream liner in my waterline. That just helps the whites of my eyeballs stand out more. It just brightens your eye area and helps your eyes look bigger. So for my drugstore, I'm going in with the Thine Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil in the color Soft Nude. And then I'm comparing that to the Nars creamy eyeliner in the color Rue Bonahoo. I don't know if I said that right, but the Maybelline one is whiter. The Nars one is more toned down. Honestly, I like the Maybelline one better. It's more creamy and cheaper. So the win for this round goes to Maybelline. Well done, Maybelline, well done. Now I'm going to do a little gel eyeliner. I'm not doing liquid eyeliner, believe it or not. This glitter is still drying, by the way. I feel it in my eye. So I'm comparing the NYX Gel Liner and Smudger in the color Jet Black versus the Makeup Forever Black Liner. This is actually a black gel eyeshadow, but I use it as a liner. Y'all, it is a beautiful day here. I hope it is a nice day where you are residing today. So I'm going to be comparing the MAC 266 to the Morphe R45. There also is the Real Techniques one, the 202, but I honestly think it's like the same price as the MAC. Well, I'll do that because technically you can get this at a drugstore. I think the Morphe is the cheapest. I think this is like $3 or $4, but technically that's not drugstore. I'll do the Real Techniques and then the MAC for high end. So matte, I'm gonna dip it in the Makeup Forever one, really coat the brush, wipe off the excess so it doesn't clump, and start going to town. Oh no, oh shucks, I got some glitter on my So there's the Makeup Forever side. So now let's do this side and pray for the best. It's all we can do in a nation that we are in today. So this NYX one is pretty dang good. It is pretty comparable to the Makeup Forever one. They're both creamy. I did feel like the NYX one was a tiny bit drier than the Makeup Forever one, but you can always add a little eye drop. There's liquid lubricants you can add so that if your eyeliner dries out. Brush wise, I like the MAC one a lot more. I do like how little and compact this is, but the MAC one I found it moved and glided a lot easier and did a lot of the work for me. I messed up more with the Real Techniques one. So the MAC 266, give it up for the win, ladies, woohoo! Now for my bottom liner, I'm going to be using the Nars Larger Than Life eyeliner in black, and then can compare that with the Makeup Artist Academy Professional Intense Color Gel Eyeliner. And this is found at your trusted CVS. They're very cheap and they always have sales, like buy one, get one free. It's very creamy. So first I'm going to do the Nars and smudge it out. Oh, I'm smudging it out with this, well, I'm using this for both. The Real Techniques. I'm cheating on my high-end side. This is the accent brush by Real Techniques. I'm just gonna be using it on both sides, but usually I like applying a brown or even a blue on my, oh, that hurt, on my lower lash line, just because it's not so harsh. Black can be kind of harsh, but it definitely will make your eyes pop. Now, I think I like this Makeup Artist Academy one better. It's way more creamy than the Nars one. I definitely don't think it's necessary to spend a lot of money on high-end eyeliners because I think there are so many better drugstore ones, so many better drugstore options that they honestly all do the same thing. The only thing would be like ingredients, like if you don't want parabens. I know Tarte is a really good line that's paraben free because I don't think a lot of drugstore has paraben free. So if you have allergies, you know, want to be more conscious of ingredients in the products. But for eyelash dupes, the Ardell Demi Wispies to the House of Lashes Temptress Wispy. These are both very wispy, and this was my high-end one. This is a drugstore. The Ardell Demi Wispies are my hands down all-time favorite lashes. They trump the high-end ones any day. I just like how lightweight they are and how fluffy they are. They look natural when you apply them on. I mean, these House of Lashes ones are pretty, but I just always go for the Ardell ones. But anyways, I will show you the difference. And then, oh, also the Duo eyelash adhesive compared to the House of Lashes. These two are glued together. This one's a special edition Tinkerbell one. It like dries, like comes out green, but it dries clear. And then the black one, I'll use the black one. I personally hate Duo. It's just so bad for your eyes. The ingredients in it are not good. And it always burns my eyes. But I'll take one for the team here to show you the difference. So usually I will apply this onto the back of my hand first, and then I will run my lashes through it and then let it dry for a minute because you want the glue to get very tacky, and that is the key to this whole application. You want it to get really tacky because if you put it on right now, it would just kind of slide around, but if you wait for it to get tacky, right when you put it on, it will stick and it won't slide around. It'll be really easy. And then you want to go from above and try to get it as close to your lash line as you can. And then go in with your tweezers. Oh, my batter's dying. My batter's dying. Then you're gonna get your glue. This is the high-end glue with dry hair all over. And then I just apply it directly to the back of the band, and you're gonna let it dry for a minute. Same thing as the other. And then go from above. Try to get it as close to your lashes as you can, and then kind of pinch them together with your fingers, with your tweezers, whatever you want to do. Be careful, but that's key, making sure it's as close and on top of your lashes as you can. You do not want them applied on your eyelashes. Your eyelashes will fall out if you do that, especially if you try to pull them off. So you want it like where you would apply eyeliner. So get it as far back and on top of those lashes, like where your lashes start, and that's how they will look the most natural, because you don't want to see where the band starts. You want the band to look like eyeliner, okay? Pretty impressive. They're both on, and I think they both look so similar. They're both so wispy. I think the House of Lashes one is a tiny bit more fluffy, more drama, but they look so identical, I can hardly tell a difference. So now I'm going to apply a little mascara and then lips, and then we'll wrap it up, okay? I have the beautiful NYX lingerie in the color Baby Doll for this side of the face. And I'm comparing it to the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner in the color Butterscotch. Pretty darn similar, I would say. So, do you guys notice a difference? Are these pretty good dupes? All right, everyone, this wraps up my dupes video. So I hope that I was able to help you with some great makeup alternatives, because high-end makeup is high-end and it's expensive AF, and a lot of it is not necessary. There are a ton of drugstore alternatives that are equally as good and color payoff. A lot of that high-end stuff is just marketing, honestly, but some of it is worth it, I will tell you that. But for the most part, there are a lot of dupes out there. So I hope I helped you with some new suggestions if you are interested in taken my ideas. But I really appreciate you guys watching, and let me know if you like this type of video. I could do a skincare dupes if you would be interested in seeing that. There are a lot of dupes out there, so I could do like a fall or a dark lip dupe, a dark eye, a glitter eye. Let me know what you want to see. Again, thank you guys for watching, and sorry I didn't get more dressed up for you today. I will see you in my next video. Bye.